What is up, my family? Welcome back to the channel. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do all that magical stuff that helps out the entire page grow and grow into bigger numbers. What is up, my people? Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear your boy speak. Throw those A's in the chat if you can hear your boy speak. What is up, Options, my bro? Good to see you in here. Smoke Screen, what is up? Mark Roach, dude, good to see everybody here. US1 Joe, what is up, guys? What is up? My boy Ian in the house too, dude. What is up, man? Thank you guys for coming on by. Absolutely love it, man. Oh, Pennington, what is up, dude? Oh, man, dude, today was a really exciting day when everybody was recognizing your talents. My dude, killing it out there, my bro. Yes, I absolutely love it. Hey, buddy. So, guys, if you hear some little background noise, right, it might be my little boy chilling right next to me, right? He's he's building his Legos while watching one of his shows, right? So if you hear some little squeeps and peeps in there, right, it's just a little man saying hello. Keeping it real with the team. Oh, Mark Roach, good to see you, my bro. And let's see. So you're saying end of the month and end of the quarter tomorrow should be an interesting day. Poke Bros, what is up? What is up? So, guys, yeah, you know what? We got to take a look at a few tickers today. I have a few small caps right in here. Of course, we're gonna get some. Requests and stuff, right? But I will be looking at, we're going to look at the typical stuff. We got to look at the SPY. We're going to take a look at the IWM, absolutely ripping the small caps to the upside, right? We're going to be looking at NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla. We have a ticker symbol. Maybe we'll look at ticker symbol DIS for Disney, right? As it's performing a little weird right now. And we got to take a look at a small cap, micro cap, VIRI. VIRI, right? So we got a few things in line. Please go ahead and stick around. Make sure to grab some popcorn, grab a snack, and enjoy the show, right? Yes, Ian, I know it was actually part for you, my dude. Options. Oh, you know what? Options is actually asking us to take a look at MicroStrat, but bro, dude, yeah, it's been the play, right, my man? Options has been absolutely moitering out there using that MicroStrat ticker. Huge gains. And Mark Roach, you know what, dude? I am absolutely willing to take a look at that for you, dude. Of course. You know what? Now that you're putting it up here earlier into the run, I am absolutely ready to take a look at it for you, dude. As I know sometimes, when I'm deep into the analysis or when I'm zoning in, right, and not paying attention to the chat as much, I tend to just continue talking, right, without actually acknowledging too much on my surroundings, right? Except for obviously my son and stuff. But now that you're kind of bringing that up, like right away, and I'm aware, I'll go ahead and put it in here right now, dude. So LXEH is something that you're talking about, right? So please feel free to share whatever fundamentals that you're willing to share here, dude. And I will definitely take a look at it for you now, man. I'm not gonna hold off on you, buddy. So I'll make sure to peep at it right away, right? So what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh, you gotta go get your water. You see, this guy's already complaining at me like, hey, you talking too much, man. You want some volume on this? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah. All right, you guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing rolling here, right? All right, let's see. So, daily time frame. LXEH ending the day at 44.40. What I will say is that it kind of looks like a big reversal signal, right? My only problem is that we're not quite getting the volume that I would like to see. All right, so if that's really going to be a problem here, then we got to take a look deeper into the price action. We're going to have to take a look at your hourly, your bi-hourly, your 3 and 4 hours to see if we have momentum, to see if we have volatility on our side, and then we'll be able to catch an early move on this. So why don't we go ahead and do that now? Let's see. Let's pull up here the 4-hour time frame, as it is one of my minimal time frames here to observe potentials. Oh, man. So this thing has been completely, this was consolidation with slow grind to the downside. So nice little upside push here. So this thing is decompressing right now, right? We're actually getting some contraction on volatility. Let's pull it down even lower. Let's go to the hourly time frame and see what's up. All right. Okay, so Mark Roach, here's a question for you, buddy. Are you already long this ticker? And is it something that we're going to be And is it something that we're going to be considering position soon? Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Take a look at. I hope. Let me see. Discord, can you see my screen? And YouTube, can you see my screen now? Oh, we're good? All right, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Barbara, good to see you there. Susan, hello. Johnny Barnes, my bro. You know what? Poke Bros, what's up, buddy? Let me put that in. Let me put that in the cycle here, buddy. GCTS. Wasn't this that one that we saw rip 300% or something today? It just went up like insane. I think it was, right? It's yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. This was the one, huh? Oh my goodness. Yeah. We'll observe this. We'll take a look at it. I'm curious to see what the hell it's gonna do too. I'm not gonna lie. I really am curious. DJ, what's up, dude? Yeah, somebody. You know what? It was not someone. It was actually CoinFox who brought it up earlier today, and he said, "Dude, look at that ticker. Look at GCTS." I'm like, "What the heck is that?" So I pop it open, and I'm looking at GCTS just running and running and running, right? Just huge upside. And I'm like, "What the hell is this thing doing? Like, who has this?" And I was potentially observing the top of the price action around $29. What's interesting is that I even told Triple X in the he said, "Should I get some of that? It's looking pretty good." Oh no, I think it may have been Kazoo or whatever that other one was. And I told him, "No, man, this thing's about to end at $29. It rips another $20 to the upside. It goes to $60." What the heck did it do, right? Oh my goodness. You gotta say that again, Double X. They can hear you now. Go ahead, say it again.
What's up with you, man? You cost me money. I wanted to step out for $1. I could have made 20, and you're like, no. Hey, watch out. The roof might cave in. I told you, Kazoo, anything with a Z in it. I play any stock with a Z in it. Come on, man.
That is Triple X telling you that he plays anything with a Z, right? But this is not the one with the Z. This is the other one. This is Concord.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I went on one time. That's all I could say. Hey, don't worry, you're the best, bro. I'm only messing with you. I'm only kidding. All right.
Triple X, love you, buddy.
I probably would have rode it a lot higher and lost everything. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Oh man, we're gonna take a look at it here anyway from my man Pokey Bros. Right, we're gonna see what's up with this ticker anyway, and we'll see if it has any more upside or any downside to it. Right. So far. ARCa Bulls right here, 0, GCTS 10 points, right? So we're gonna see how the score can even out on this next call out, man. So yeah, we'll keep it here in the money, ready for us to observe, right? But anyway, let's come back here. The ticker symbol LXEH and observe what the potentials are. Hold on, just a sec, buddy. All right, okay. So downside suggestion overall on an hourly time frame. And I got to say that this downside suggestion, it's just because of what it experienced in the post market, right? It came from 48.84 down to around 44.10. Of course, it's going to shock anything. So when it comes to things like this, we need to see if we can find a floor. We need to observe the potentials of pulling back. So let's get our stats up and find out what that pullback could be. All right. So your daily ATR low is reaching a 32, but your current ATR is reaching a 41.8. So if we can pull back to 41.8, let's see if we can match that with any price action. Well, there you go. Take a look at this candle here. Landing right at the bottom side of around 41.9, 42 cents, right around there. Okay, so that's going to be your immediate short-term time frame pullback around 41.99. I'm not saying that this is going to just fail here. I'm saying that it may want to take a breather since it did run pretty much from the beginning of the day all the way up to the end of the day. It was an impressive run. 36 to 46 cents, 10-cent range. It's kind of a big deal. And your daily ATR is reaching a 76-cent range now because of the volatility experiencing. So let's put this down here, right? You know what? It could be a good opportunity. It could be something else. But Mark Roach, I assume that you're looking at this because of the panic. Are you looking at this? Is it a panic dip buy? Is that what you're trying to do? And CoinFox, what is up, dude? The insanity has begun, man. It really has. Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Very good to see you. Let me just go ahead and mute this. I need to come back into the chat here too, not observing anything. Options, there you are, my bro, posting up the OG posts. Okay, so let's see here. Let me go into the bi-hourly time frame. Sorry, guys, this is my little guy over here is just complaining over I don't know what. Guys, can you hold on just for a quick sec? My apologies, just a moment. Okay, guys, man, a little tough, a little tough right here, right, with the kids around. But let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here, man, and try to get this thing rolling. Jeez, yeah, man, it'd be like ruthless attention need right now. Oh my goodness. Anyway, man. Anyway, I think we're good to go. Let me see. Did I unmute Discord? Goodness gracious. All right, you guys. So let's get this thing rolling again. All right, bi-hourly time frame. We're getting a little bit of contraction, but take a look at that pivot here. It looks like volatility is starting to reintroduce. We're getting an upside pivot on stochastic momentum, looking pretty fresh. I will say that this RSI is finally starting to pivot towards the upside. So I need for this to just pivot a little higher into the 26, I would say 28% zone. That's your gravitational pull. You'll get the upside here. DMI will start finally failing on that bear side. Bulls will take over, and huge trend is already present at 80%. So, I mean, hence the huge drop, right? So that's your 80% trend on bears. So these are some of the things that we could need, and it already is in kind of in action here. So take a look at this 15-minute time frame upside pivot on stochastics. It looks like we're about to shift again into the expansion zone, which pretty much means just throttle towards the upside. And let's see the 30. Yeah, 30-minute time frame is already getting a little bit of that bias too. And this is what I mean right here, right? Sitting in this zone here. This is that gravitational pull, right? And any of these junctions that you see in the RSI, 2% up or 2% down is its gravitational zone. So when you pair that gravitational zone with something like an SMA 14, this moving average here, you can use both of those zones as a support for a bounce and continuation to the upside. All right, so if there is something to consider here, it looks like it's already starting to pop off, but I would like to take a look at the minimal time frame. Hey, baby, we would need this 4-hour time frame to observe with the SMA 50. So it may be way above. Oh, dude, yeah. So let's see where it is. Let's see where the SMA 50 is right now, right? It's currently performing a death cross on the 4-hour, 3-hour time frame. Already got that death cross. So yeah, let's go deep. 15 minutes. Let's see where that SMA 50 is. Okay. SMA 50 on the 15-minute. We're already reacquiring it, right? So that's good. Let's see if the 30-minute has it. The 30-minute has it. Okay, that's good too. I don't think the hourly has it just yet, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's your next thing to combat. We need to start closing candles above that SMA 50. That's not going to happen on one shot. What I'm saying here is that there's going to be a bit of a battle. Okay, first of all, you're getting an upside here, decreasing volume. All right, so we're getting a little exhausted. So this is why I'm saying that we may pull back to the 41.99 to 42.92. Get that bottom side here, bounce to the upside, and start getting closures, hourly closures above the SMA 50, and trend could be shifting for a potential continuation to the upside. All right, so this is very conditional. Not too much of analysis can tell us if it's going to do it or not. What I'm just noticing here overall is that there is not only weakness on this upside, but overall we're noticing weakness in the downside period. Okay, so this is a good thing. That means that your bears are getting exhausted. There's potential expansion could be happening shortly here, but we cannot bet on that. Okay, we have to make sure to get closures and validations before we can risk on here. Okay. Susan Michaels, have a very good night. Sorry I didn't see that right. I hope you are well. Please take care. And Coin Fox was talking about that ticker. Yeah, that's the one that I meant earlier, right? The Z ticker, right? So now we're going to get Double X to really see what the hell happened here, right? We literally cut him short on some cash. He's literally trying to make some cash, and look at this thing, ran to $20 freaking. I didn't even know where. Oh, in the after hours, it ran literally another $8, $7, right? $8, $7. So Triple X, now you have an official reason to be mad at your boy, right? We definitely got a continuation run on that CZOO ticker, right? It went up another $7. Sorry, buddy. But, man, I'd rather you be safe and play the markets the right way than to gamble it all out, right? But I know, man, I know we itch for that. But Mark Roach, love you, buddy. I'm happy that it worked out. I'm happy that, you know what, if it does continue to have some volatility in there, please don't be afraid to come by any of the mornings, right, when I'm streaming live. We could observe it real quick, man, and see what the potentials are. But yeah, man, just let me know. So option saying Coin Fox. Oh, you're talking to Coin Fox. All right. So let's see, guys. And Candace, what is up? Good to see you here. Sorry, guys. I know that there's a few people in there that I'm not saying hello to just yet. And Pokey Bros, let's take a look at that GCTS ticker, right? So this was a ticker that we were talking about a little bit earlier, too. We ended up getting an opening of the day right around here at around $12, right? And the thing ran to $56 freaking dollars. Man, I got to tell you guys, look at the daily read on this. I'm going to put a huge arrow. Oh, look at the dragon, baby. That's a dragon. Giant dragon, yeah. Okay, look at this right over here. You see that percentage up there? 568.69% in a day. What in the crap happened with this ticker? Right, so yeah, guys, this is way, way out of the norm here. Completely just rampaging life right here, man. All the way to 59. It shows $56, right? But the 2-spot 618 was located at 59.23. Very short of that. Of course, that would usually be the case, right? So does this have continuation? Well, when things like this, okay, let me block out the visibility and from the indicators and drawings. Take a look at this. All of this has been the entire life of this ticker until it decided to run freaking all this today. Okay, so what I have noticed is that when tickers do this type of volatility, there usually is a big fall to consider and one that would continue, right? So this looks very similar to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this ticker, but this ticker that I used to evaluate when I first started influencing, it was RDBX for Redbox. It eventually turned into Chicken Soup for the Soul, CSSE, right? But RDBX, this is how it behaved for a long time until it started experiencing all this zigzag, and then bam, huge upside, and then it just started capitulating. I'm not going to say that this is going to do that because I have no idea what this company is doing, but I will say that it looks strangely and oddly familiar to that iteration. God, do I even have man, you guys, I wish I had the drawings here somewhere. I could totally show you, but it's all good. All right, so let's look at this, right? I'm just gonna kind of zoom in right in here. Let me do that one more time. Right in here. Right? We're gonna go right in there, and I want you to see what price action looked like. Whoa. Okay, so take a look at that, okay? Hey, baby. So let's see. It looks like it started somewhere down here, and this was about an 8.40% run. It was about $1 move to the upside. You understand, guys? Like when we get solid upsides like that, that's like your whole day trade. Especially if you're playing. So I don't think they may have options, right? But if you were playing options and you ran a whole dollar like this, you're making bank. And just to kind of put it to you in a smaller, I guess in a larger scale, then from 2022's low, from down here to this high that we experienced, not the one from today, this was about a 20% run here, right? And granted, it did take a year for it to do it, but I just want to show you the magnitude over what happened today within GCTS. So it's very much outside of its behavior. It's completely outside of its behavior, and it's something that we have to take into account. Because usually when you have price action like this, that means that somebody let it close. What's the 12 hour? 38. Okay, so it's already showing some downside. There could be a bounce right in here tomorrow between the areas of about 26.68 to 29.38. The bounce, like I said, I don't know any of the fundamentals behind this, but there could be a bounce here to test the prior day close. And that prior day close could be around 44. Okay, so there could be still massive volatility in this even into tomorrow. But for me to say that it's going to continue to the upside, I guess I really do need obvious signals. Let's do it. Hourly time frame, a little corrective, right? Looks like a potential bull flag even. I would say the 30-minute time frame opposes that, right? Resistance here at the SMA 14. Potential pullback, so that means that it could face a pullback. Early pre-market here, maybe 42, 48, decline into that zone that we're talking about, 27 to 29. Let's see the hourly time frame. It's already crossing below the SMA 14 here, so it's looking a little bit bearish. Stochastic momentum is also showing downside here, although it's slow, but it's still showing a downside. Let's see. Okay, and let me continue. Here's a scary thing, man. Here's a really scary thing, is that your 4-hour time frame is just massively pivoted towards the upside. This type of signal that you're seeing here with the upside in the bullish control zone and complete expansion on a 4-hour is usually what I look for when I want to swing a trade. When I want to swing something and hold it maybe for a day or two, this is the minimum read that I'm looking for. And this definitely has it. So, but remember that this, because of its parabolic run, it's running more on psychology than it is on the signals. So it's really at the mercy of sentiment. But if I were to just mention this out loud here, the charts are suggesting a continuation to the upside after an immediate short-term pullback. So this could pull back to 27.68, 29.38 by signal, right? After that, maybe around, I don't know, maybe 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Pacific time, this could start to run again. And of course, your resistance is always going to be your $56 top. But dude, this 4-hour signal here is usually, to me, that's very strong. 6-hour critical expansion. And the next thing is that this has, arguably speaking, this could be the most concentrated expansion phase that it has ever faced. Yes, there is one here, right? And it is long. It is a bit longer than this one, but it shows that it's a little more parted out. This is really dense, right? So it usually does kind of rhyme with a potential, with a huge continuation, you know? So, hey, baby, that's Dennis. Say hi, Dennis. Yeah, no, not dinosaur. Roar. Okay. Yeah. So take a look at this, guys. The 8-hour time frame upside pivot. Oh, that's it, huh? You gotta wear the headphones, it says. And you have critical expansion here on the 8-hour. Upside pivot, critical expansion. 12-hour time frame upside here. And you're definitely getting massive expansion. Guys, yeah, it's just when you get all these expansive signals with upside pivots on stochastic momentum, that usually means massive upside. I just hope that it didn't already perform that. But yeah, man, my bias here is that it does continue. If it does break above this 56 zone, you could experience a bull trap area anywhere between 56 to 62. Okay, 56 to 62 is bull trap. Okay, beyond 62, I'm sorry, guys. I can't believe that I'm even saying numbers like this, but I guess it does have the potential to reach ridiculous numbers like 93, like 9370. I hate that I'm even saying it out loud, man. 93 to 100. I'm just gonna say it like that, okay? But that's not guaranteed whatsoever, as it would be the biggest resistance ever faced ever. The only thesis behind this is that we broke the 50 mark, you know, and then, you know, maybe we can continue there. It's just the what's that thesis called? It's the why not thesis, you know? So not based on any facts, not based on anything else other than analyzing how the FOMO can be real on this. Okay, so I'm trying to track sentiment is really what I'm trying to do. And that's sometimes a little impossible to say. So GCTS, man, that's what I'm looking at. So I hope that works out for you, man. But please do not, you know, bank your whole freaking life into this, man, because at any moment it could fail and it just comes back all the way down to $14, and that would really, really suck. Oh, dude. Option said, just say 1 mil is going. Guys, yeah, I mean, just please, team, just be careful when it comes to tickers like this. But this is massive upside still. And anyway, so guys, take a look at small caps today. This is your IWM daily. Freaking heck, bro. How you doing, buddy? And I gotta say, this was the resistance that we were looking for. This was the one. That's a monster, buddy. A monster. All right, so this resistance was another retest of your ascending broadening wedge. Wow. So that ascending broadening wedge here is serving perfectly, guys. We were talking about this, right? We were talking about this potential here. This is starting to maybe invalidate your downside thesis. And guys, remember, we spoke about this all the way down here. We spoke about this being a bear trap. And so far, it has been proven right. Okay? Let's start to measure our moves here, because there could be a continuation. Of course, it's always going to zigzag. It's rare that we can find measured moves and it just goes there on one shot, right? It doesn't work that way. But small caps may be experiencing a continuation to the upside here, and I already see a few tickers that are benefiting from it. This bull flag alone, for example, right? We can get that trend line from the top side of the bull flag to the bottom side, apply it to the top here, and that gives you your next target, right? It could be 213.08. Now, let's take a look at the daily stats on this. And also, let me see the 12-hour where it went. So 209.51, 209.64. Yeah, maintained. It definitely maintained, man. That's pretty impressive. All right, so now let's move on to the 24 hours, right, to see what we're being suggested there. And it looks like our top side for now is around 209. Daily time frame ATR is 210, but we're right in that. This thing is saying that it has a $3 average true range, $3.15. So if that has $3.15 in average true range, that means that our target is what? 210 plus 3, right? 213. And where is our bull flag target? Bam, 213.08. Nice. Oh, man. Sometimes a little bit of math, make a little bit of arithmetic here, right? Just can make all the sense in the world, right? That's a monster, buddy. That is a monster. It is. This thing ripped to the upside. It took the small caps up with it. Insane. So, so guys, now let's put some fibs against it, right? Here's one more thing. Man, it's gonna get a little scarier than this right here, right? So, short sellers are potentially looking at this video like, oh, dude, are you kidding me? Like, no way. Are you really insinuating that this thing may continue beyond those targets there? John, a live mic. Hit it. And yeah, so let me just kind of extend this here. I'm gonna get rid of a couple things here because it's getting a little cluttered, right? I definitely don't need this right now. All right, so let's take into consideration this head and shoulders, right? So let me pull this back to the 12-hour time frame. Get a little more grain in this, right? Just like this, right? Actually, you know what? Whatever. Let's measure it like that. So you have your shoulder, head, and shoulder. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and knees and toes. Yeah. You know that song, buddy. I know you do. Oh, yeah. Oh, scary guys. All right. So this is your neckline here. Let's take it to the bottom of the price action. And we can apply this. Guys, now remember that this is a massive, massive signal. And I'm not saying that we're going there. I'm just saying that this is traditionally how to trade it. Right? So top side here for small caps, you're looking at around 218.99, so 219. So do we have any support for that? Well, maybe on the daily. And you know what? Let's take into consideration your fib retracement. Okay. Let's take it from the high of day to the low of day. Monsters. Okay, and yeah, we do. So we're talking about a 218.99, pretty much 219. You have your 3-spot 272 at 220.62. So it's looking like it may be possible geometrically, right? So let's go ahead and kind of jot that down there, and let's keep it in line. Okay, so I mean, guys, if you want to bet on just all the small caps, 2,000 of them in one shot, IWM, right? Instead of just looking at one ticker. Oh, man. Line of all trades. What is up, my bro? What is up, my dude? Oh, dude, you know the song pretty well? Hell yes, my dude. What's up, Bosco? Yeah, you know what? We're going to take a look at the DJT and the DX. Is that really what you're looking at? Long time no see, my bro. Good to see you here. Where you been at, man? Where you been at? Oh, you saw the cat? Yeah, that was Gizmo. Yeah, Gizmo. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you know, the little boy right here, the little guy right next to me, right, asking me all kinds of questions. He's looking at his scary videos. I mean, you know, relative to a 4-year-old. But everything good, man. I've been good, my brother. I've been really good. Silly times in the markets, like always, right? All kinds of silly people out there, mimics and all whatever, dude. But it's all good, man. It's all good. No complaints here, man. Community's growing. The private Discord is growing too, man. We're all trading in. You got in on the cheap? That is awesome. Okay, so let's see about that continuation then. Let's pull up the 4-hour chart here, see volatility versus momentum, and see what's really good. Oh, thank you, Bosco. He's doing good, man. His eye is starting to look a lot better, right? He took that spill 2 days ago, so I got to keep him close to me. Got to see what's up. I want to make sure that he doesn't scratch it. Dinosaurs, buddy. That's it. This is a dinosaur of a move. We're gonna see how much more it has. Oh yeah. Look at that stochastic momentum. You see it pivoted towards the upside? Look at this. You see this right here? Big upside. Say upside. That's right, upside. All right, so we got this thing rolling into the bullish control zone. Huge gravitational pull right in this area. We're getting the expansion phase. This thing is firing off signals for a continuation to the upside. It's looking like it may actually get it, you guys. Check this out. 6-hour time frame upside pivot on that Stokes. Expansion phase starting right on the 6-hour time frame as well. 8-hour time frame. Let's see what's up. 8-hour time frame upside bias, and we're about to get an expansion phase 2. Team, this is looking very powerful. I think that this does have a continuation to that upside. I know that it's a little oversold here in the earlier time frames, right? Like the hourly, immediate, short term. Yeah, I get it, right? But that doesn't mean that we can't wait for the right setup, right? That just means that it gives us an opportunity to do a potential setup. So let's look at the stats window here. And let's take a look at the daily retracement, right? So you got a $3.25 daily average true range, right? So you're getting here your top end of around 210, but we are negating that. The 210 target is very close to where we are, 209, right? So even the 24-hour chart is telling us that we're still at around 209, 210. But since we're getting a $3.25 daily average true range, and we're at around this 209 or 210, that means that our measured move, or the price objective from the bull flag on a daily time frame is 213.08. Okay, just to kind of refresh everybody here. So if that's the target, what's the pullback? That means, that we can experience a pullback of, $3 back, right? So 206. Pull this back to 206, and I will say that if it is around 206, then that's going to be your daily mean reversion. All right, so if we're going to play a reversion play, that's going to be it right here. Take a look at this. It's going to be your mean 205.05, right? And we're currently sitting at the upper bound of the first standard deviation multiplier, right? So right in that 209.10 is kind of like where we're at. Pull back to around 205. Relative to 206, that kind of seems like that would be the first initial move. Earlier, I'm talking immediate short-term time frame. It could happen in the pre-market, could happen early intraday. But from there, I do expect a quick pullback, get that support, load up, rip the upside if you're an aggressive trader. If you are the conservative trader, wait for the break of the pre-market high, wait for the break of the prior day high. Where'd it go, buddy? Where'd it go? It's going to go down first, right? We're going to go down first to the 206, 205. Yep, we're going to rip that prior day high. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so you don't want to go in at the earlier part, right? Okay, no. All right, so he's saying, you know what, the conservative trader may take this, right? You break the prior day high at around 209.64, rip it, right? But please be very careful how you practice this, man, because, this is, we're not talking about this is a $200 asset. So please be very, very careful with this. But Lion saying, been doing good, following in your footsteps, doing my own streams and waiting for the inevitable to happen. You know what I mean? Dude, I do get those likes. Oh, guys, come on, man. I didn't even know that you were influencing. Man, come on. Is that the name of the channel? So please, you guys, whoever is listening right now, please give my boy some love. Lion of all trades, right? He's been here for a long time. He's been chilling with me. He's been doing his damn thing. So I know if there's anyone here that's taking any type of advice, it would be him, right? So I really appreciate you coming on by, man. Lion of all trades. Make sure to follow him on YouTube. Make sure to check out, dude. Post your what's your Twitter at, man, and we'll make sure to get the family to start saying what's up, dude. The team sticks together, man. The team sticks together, and we say hi. Yeah, you have, man. 2 years already. I'm telling you guys, man. It's been here forever. So that line, my apologies, dude. So Options is saying Hood is getting into the card game with a gold card that is made of pure. That's right. And it weighs 36 grams. That's twice as heavy as the black card from Barclays Bank. Hood going to 28 soon. Really? Is that heavier than the Centurion card from Amex? Sebastian Lim, what is up, buddy? Good to see you here in the chat. Dude, that's crazy. So, yeah, Robinhood, I did notice that. That's right. Robinhood did offer a gold card. 36 grams heavy. And it's, what is it, though? Is it Visa or is it like Master or what is it? I did get a publication on it, like an email or something. And I'm like, what? Oh, it is Visa. Like Visa or MasterCard is gonna be, you can use it everywhere. So the Centurion card from Amex is only 17 grams. So this one is 36 grams. So it's a freaking solid card. Dude. Let's give it a run. Let's take a look. Hood. Oh, it's MasterCard. Got it. Wow. That's scary, buddy. Scary. All right. So Hood, let me see the daily. 2055 top with a close at 2001. Let's see. Dude, that had a huge day. And 2015 in the post hours. Are you joking, man? So as soon as Hood is out of the woodworks here with the whole GME debacle, then it starts to run. It is running a break of a chop zone. Let me show you. This I will say that it's traditional the way it's running, but it didn't validate a very key zone. It didn't come back. It never came back to test. So this would be your price or your price objective, right? So pulling this like this. This is your topside move, right? So you identify your chop. You take a trend line from the top side to the bottom side, apply it to the break, and that would be your top side, right? So it's suggesting 2110 and a 12-hour time frame. Check it out, 2126. There was your complete move. So, and the next thing that we want to check, what I'm checking here, team, is formation strategy. Okay, so I want to know if sentiment wants to respect the formation strategies. So if they do accept it, that means that we can look further into other formations. Okay, so your first move here was set to be at the breakout of this bull flag at about 1904, and it really did. Take a look. Right, sorry that it's a little crooked, right? There we go. And look at the candle right here. Bam. That took it to a high of pretty much 1899, 19. So that was that day. It rejected in the after hours too. So it is respecting formation analysis pretty nicely. So if this has continuation, let's catch where and how. Okay, so let me observe this in a shorter time frame and see what's up. Okay, so yeah, ascending triangle, right? So we can assume now that there is respect towards the towards formation analysis, right? So this 12-hour time frame, arguably speaking, it could be a smaller time frame too, right? So you have a potential ascending triangle. Your top side targets, let's get those price objectives. 3 targets per triangle, right? So in this case, we're breaking out in the center of the triangle, so we're gonna gain the first target here for Hood, right? So this would be your first target to consider. It would be 2165. We went to 2126. It's fair enough, but I still think it has more. Okay, so now let me check the back of the triangle here, right? This would be the highest target that we would consider for the formation. So that would take us to 2346. Okay, let's see. Okay, fibs. Yeah, this first target here, 2165 was dead on to the 2618 at 2165. The next target, it's confluent to your 2310 of the 3-spot 618. 2346 psychological target. So yeah, geometrics against psychology is working out pretty nicely here. Now the next thing to observe would be its the stats right here. Let's pull up the stats and see what's up. So let's see. Well, let me take a look at the 24-hour in case there's anything to consider there. No, there isn't, but I do have something interesting to show you. Yeah, and it would be on a 24-hour chart. Okay, so the 24-hour chart is displaying to us a very interesting upper bound of the second standard deviation multiplier, right? So that would be your 2 standard deviation top, and that is showing 2305. Look at the colors, buddy. Those are the colors. So 2305 is your target based on the upper bound of the second standard deviation. We're talking about 3.618 at 2310. Discretion is telling us 2310 to the psychological take profit of 2350. It is completely rhyming. So now let's validate that continuation. Okay, so we know the targets now. We know the upside, but how can this be played? Right, so let's take a look at immediate short-term time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see how this is behaving with volatility and momentum. Okay, we're getting a shift to the downside here. Go ahead, baby, click on that one. Oh yeah, scary. And if we are getting this downside in the 4-hour time frame, this makes me want to push it back to the hourly time frame and see if it's already over. It is. Well, at least for now. Right, RSI is speaking of a pull to the upside. We're in the gravitational zone here. So very likely we'll combat the SMA 14, take this to the upside here and resist at a shorter time frame. So let's see where that resistance will be. Bi-hourly maybe? Well, there it is, right? So there's your bi-hourly time frame resistance based on the hourly time frame continuation to the upside. So gravitational pull, right? We'll get up and beyond that SMA 14. Cascade into the 2-hour. That bi-hourly gives us the resistance of the SMA 14. If we were to pair that with price action, that could be right about the 21, I would say 21.26. And curiously enough, your daily ATR top is 21.43. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that would be your first take profit. Psychological 21.65 1.618 with the geometric 1.618, right? That's going to be your first top side resist, and then we would come back down to this regression right here. 1950, your daily ATR low, 1962. All of it is rhyming. So we're going to do a full circle move. First up, then down, then continuation. Know for a fact that the daily average true range is only 90 cents. So it's only $1. Okay, so in order for us to get up to this 23.46, it's going to take the effort of around 2 or 3 days. So do not expect this to run into 1 day's price action. Of course, anything's possible. It could do it. I get it. But the stats are showing different. They're showing otherwise. Okay, so now you know the play. Run up to that 21.26, 21.65, 1.618. Pull back to the 1958 regression down here, or the support line, right? The break of the triangle. And your ATR low, 1962. So right around there is your support bottom and your continuation. So if there is any trade to consider here, I don't think that this trade would be good tomorrow. Maybe into let me see the calendar. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I think it does 21.65 tomorrow first, Pennington. I think it would go there first. Let's see. It would be, we're on the 27th, right? So, guys, likely not tomorrow, because remember, it's a short week. So tomorrow, this probably runs into the 21.65. We pull all the way back to the 1950 by maybe power hour. And then this would get ready for a thrust to the upside leading into the Monday of the following week, next week. So the break would be the prior day high, which would be, tomorrow's high, potentially 21.65 or 21.26. And your bi-daily high too, which is today's high. So let's practice patience with this, because the setup may be there, but it may pull back and give it all back. Okay, so but I'm reading an upside on this. It definitely is set to continue, and one of my upper bound targets as of now, I'm definitely observing into the deep 23s, and we'll talk about continuation here for into those $25 targets a little later. But I think that it's pertinent for us to talk about maybe the $21 to $23 targets as of now. But it's looking good. Friday we're definitely going to be out, right? Hey, what's up, Johnny Barnes? 1 hour. We'll take a look at that one too, buddy. So that options, buddy. Thank you for showing us this ticker here. Hood probably gonna make some continuation. They're probably gonna make some shorts a little silly here. So there could be. It's feeling squeezy. It's feeling like it wants to maybe gamma ramp here soon. And I don't know the gamma levels, but I do think that it has some. It does have some thrust. It does have some thrust. I will say. So good call out on this one, my bro. Joe H, what is up, bro? Good to see you here, man. Man. Line of all trades, don't even trip. That's why we've been actually trading Bitcoin. Oh man, because the volatility has been there, right? So we've been observing Bitcoin CME, right? So this is your quarter end, right? To when is it? Tomorrow, I think it is, or today, whenever it was, and the month end is coming in too. Oh, dude, all kinds of silly things happening, right? So I'm not sure that there's going to be too much market activity tomorrow because of that fear from the expirations. So I will say just to beware over how you're observing the markets tomorrow. Okay, team, tomorrow may be a little dangerous. There is going to be a lot of fuckery, right? They're going to try to. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear what I just said, little buddy. You didn't hear nothing. Oh man, he's saying a monster. So there may be a little fear in the markets tomorrow, right? And there also may be a lot of uneducated trading in the market tomorrow based on those gambles, right? So keep yourselves tied up and make sure that you can not give back the gains that you've acquired for this week, right? And if you are a green trader, I would probably recommend just to observe the markets tomorrow, see how sentiment takes it when you're experiencing these expiries, right? But yeah, tomorrow, Bitcoin CME, that's expiration tomorrow. And Chad, what is up, my dude? Good to see you. Hey, ARCa, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Dude, everything is going very good, man. Thank you so much. And Senor Pennington shared with us that Robinhood CEO Vladimir Tenev this morning on CNBC. It took us, in quote, Vlad, it took us about a year to get from $0 to $1.5 billion in retirement assets on our platform. Yesterday, we crossed $4 billion in retirement assets, so it took us under 90 days to go from $1.5 billion to $4 billion after taking 12 months to get out of the first $1.5 billion. That and now what are you saying, Pennington? This was supposed to be just the trading app, and now they have $4 billion of customer funds saved for retirement. Oh man, Sebastian, dude, how dare you bring up that ticker? I'm just kidding, bro. That thing ran up 500% on today, man. I'm gonna kill you. GCTS was another one that ran like freaking crazy. Yeah, man. As far as CZOO, dude, it's running on sentiment. It's running on psychology. I can't even the same situation for GCTS. It's like I can't tell if it's gonna. I mean, everything. See, the thing is that everything is pivoted towards the upside. We're talking about momentum. We're talking about a volatility. All of it pitched and pivoted straight to the upside, which makes me feel that there could be some fear. But then, dude, you want to short it? You want to put some puts? Dude, here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. CoinFox says this all the time. He said, dude, and I love it. He coined this, and I love that he said that. And I don't know if it was his mentor, and I don't know who it was, but he says it all the time. He goes, you don't want to stand in front of a charging freight train, man. You don't want to get in the way of that. And there's no options on it. Oh, that sucks. So, and then I imagine that the cost to borrow is going to be ridiculous. To short something like CZOO is probably going to be really expensive, super expensive, right? So I personally would wait for I personally would wait for this thing to stop trading, like if it was a micro cap crypto asset. And then see if we can get in on some of that volatility. But this volatility right now is completely uneducated and very random. But yeah, man. So Mark Roach is saying, I'm playing chess with my 5-year-old daughter and wife at the same time as trying to chat. LOL. Mark Roach. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Dude, that's incredible, man. I love that you're teaching. I love that you're teaching her how to play chess. But that's it for ticker symbol Hood, team. That is what I'm looking at. Just heads up, right? There is an opportunity here, and I do think that it may be a little. It may be a full circle move, right? We're going to get a wall-to-wall move potentially tomorrow, 2165 back to 1950, before a continuation into the Monday or Tuesday of the coming week. Nice opportunities. I just want you to be careful because tomorrow there are major expiries and we don't want to get in the way of things like that. Okay, so consider risk off. Consider staying cash. Only trade the opportunities that are absolutely obvious, right? And then run it, right? But at your own discretion, be careful. All right, team. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things here. What is the SPY saying? So one of the master students and ARCa Bulls trading members said earlier today, Zoe, right? He said, "Hey, man, is there a descending wedge in the SPY ticker, 30-minute hourly?" Or he was looking at it in a few time frames. So I checked it out, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yep, there is definitely a descending, broadening wedge on the hourly time frame, 30-minute time frame. So just to minimize the grain, I pulled it to the hourly time frame in 30 minutes and identified that we were already in test number 3, followed by a true breakout of test number 4. Guys, mind you, we were right in here somewhere, right? So around this time, I told him, dude, this could happen today, right? We may get that break. We may get the breakout here in realization of your take profit at the genesis of the formation. That's the way you typically trade this formation. At least the way I observe it is a little different than the way the book tells you. But the way that I've observed this formation, and by the way, the way that I've played it like this, it has around a 90% hit rate. It's got a huge batting average. So we notice here that we had that test 1, unified test 1, test number 2 of the resistance, and test 3 followed by a pretty nice capitulation. Right? So you get that test 3, your next test and test 5 are your true breakouts. If you fail test 4 and 5, the likelihood of continuing to the downside or invalidating the bull play would be immediate. Okay? So, test 4 worked out. And take a look at this. We were expecting a topside price of 523.20, price action in the after hours, 523.56. And just so you know, the last hour, the power hour trade, look where it landed. Okay, so the high of this candle is 523.20. Look at my line here drawn in the ARCa Bulls trading team, 523.20. We met it to the precise penny, guys. We were talking about a 3-point pump from down here, and we were able to nail that to the penny. All right, so that's how it happened on this play, and now we're getting the pullback. There are several ways to observe what's happening here. I'm going to get rid of the LRC channels in the back. All right, so this is your basic formation, right? People can be seeing this as angled lines. Not every trader in the world agrees with angled lines. Okay, diagonal lines in the trading, and in fact, it's off-putting. You don't really trade on those signals, right? But it's all good. What we want to observe, however, is a potential chop zone. Okay, so if there is a chop area, I would look at it from, I would say from right about here at the bounce of this regression, right in here, that has to do with this topside resistance. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Let me grab this and identify this right here. Okay, the deviations that you're noticing out here, those are fine. That happens. The majority of the price action is what we're observing within this area here. Okay, so that usually tells you what upside target you can observe. It should be a little higher than what we took today, meaning that the price action could go still a little beyond the 523.56 that we experienced. So breakout target leads you to the top of the price action here, your weekly top at around 524.11. The price action psychology is telling you 524.22. So there's confluence. Okay. Now, is there something else that can give us that potential? If I put this on Heikin-Aji candles, you'll be able to see the formation a little clearer, right? Head and shoulders, right? But if we put it back on traditional candles, it looks a little difficult to identify, but it's still there. Okay, so this would be your shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Right around there. So let's go ahead and take that price objective. We're going to use psychology here again. Yeah, it's all good. So let's see. It looks like we have maybe an ascending regression here. Yeah, we do. Okay. I see it. Very confluent. Nice contact point here, contact point here, contact here. Your top price action taken from the middle of the head, right? Bring it all the way back down to that to that bottom of the head, right? And apply it to the top side of your shoulder. And you're looking at a target of about 525.24. Now we have a different range psychologically speaking. So let's kind of highlight that there and then see how it does against geometrics. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull this into perspective just like this here, right? 525.25 to 524.24 is pretty much a whole point in deviation here, right? So let's see if we have geometrics suggesting that top side as well. Let's take the intraday high to low, right? So your day's high to low, and see if we have anything that's confluent to each other there. Okay, so very interesting. 1.618 at 523, right where we took the 523.20. So there was confluence there. Okay, the 2.272. I mean, well, first of all, 524 on this target here, 524.22 is your 2 fib at 524.22. Okay, so that's confluent to that target. That's great. Okay, but really what I'm looking for is this now. I'm looking for this target overall. And your 50% of that target is the top side of about 525.24, perfectly in the middle between the 2.618 and the 2.272. So if there are targets to consider here, I'm going to get rid of this box. I'm going to put a solid line on this. So that would be your 524.24 followed by this range here, 524.86 to 525.70 with a focus at the 50%, 525.24. All right, so that is what I'm looking at here. And remember that the SPY has about a $5 average true range. Right? So if we're talking about $5, let's just catch it. Let's see what it is exactly. All right. The daily average true range is $4.32. Right? We're at 522.43. So, yeah, it seems pretty feasible, right? It seems like we could get up there. So I would say, yeah, in order for us to really meet the average true range top of 527.24, we're going to need to combat this area here, and I don't think it would happen right away. I do think that this will prevent you from reaching your ATR top at the 3.272. So a heads up on these targets here into tomorrow. Oh man, SPY currently at 522. The 24 hours, dude. The SPY is just such a, you guys. Just the broader markets are they're so everywhere. You know, I mean, I couldn't believe. I thought that we were going to start the series of lower highs, lower lows. You know, just the distribution. You know, I thought we were going to distribute here from the top side. But what, like, why? Well, I mean, this was a psychological formation that has a huge batting average, and you know, we nailed it with that, right? So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and extend an invite here, guys. So please consider joining the ARCa Bulls trading team, right? So guys, I can talk to you about this all night. I can say where things may go, where things may or may not go, right? But it's one thing to call out the play, and it's quite another to execute the play, right? There are two different beasts. You can know where the targets are going to go and completely lose your ass. And trust me when I say I speak from experience. I speak from direct experience of nailing the target and still lost. And that's the power of the markets, man. The markets will kill you. Line of all trades saying same here, but there was almost that moment before market close, whether they would either drop it hard or pump it hard. Yeah, oh man, I know. I feel this completely. So guys, this is just one form of analysis that I'm going to be covering in the 8 to 12 week mentorship coming up. All right, so that's going to be the mentorship of strategies, right? So we're going to continue this. Reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com, right? And we'll get you enrolled. We'll get this thing rolling. All right, so that's going to be that very thing right there. Monster Mike, dude, I haven't seen you in forever. You just come in with the bands like this, dude. What can I do for you, my bro? Monster Mike, where have you been, brother? Is everything... Oh, dude, this is a great night. I'm catching right here, line of all trades. I haven't seen my boy in freaking forever. Monster Mike comes in here with a dono. My dude, I appreciate you so much, man. Brother, you know what I can do for you, man? Why don't I do this? I need to pay it forward, man. Can you hit me on the Discord? And dude, I would like for you to at least come and see what it's all about. You know, the trading floor in Discord. Mention me in the ARCa Lounge, and I'll take care of the rest, dude. Please come on by. Dude, you always do this to me. You never let me pay it to you, man. So please, at least come in and let me introduce you to the family, and we'll be chilling. Right? So right now, currently, there are about 80 members in the ARCa Bulls trading team, and we're doing good, man. So I know you know your stuff. So you know you'd probably be a great asset in there. But please consider coming by, and I will post it up here one more time. Right? So just this is the link to the Discord, and come on by. But oh, sorry guys, but yeah, this is the email, right? So reach out to me if you would like to be, ARC as in ARC, my apologies. Reach out to me if you would like to be part of that 8 to 12 week mentorship. But Senior Pennington saying election year, man. Yep, that's election year doing it for you, man. You're absolutely right. So this guys, this is a part of a buy formation breakout, right? That strategy does not exist in the markets. It's something that I've developed over time and something that I've noticed happen over time. It's when we combine descending formations or ascending formations paired with buy or try formation breakout preps, right? So, and I've identified how often these things happen, and this is just a formation theory. We're going to go over this in that mentorship. It's going to be formation followed by moving averages, followed by indicators, psychology, that whole thing, right? So let's get to grinding here and trade the right way, right, team? So, or trade your way. Let's identify your system. But let's move on. Let's take a look at what the rest of the market is doing, right? So today, guys, we noticed that DJT ran to the upside pretty aggressively into that top side of what? What was this? 72.40 before distributing, before distribution, right? So huge shakeout on this too before taking us to another upside target. Guys, this was another. Is that mommy? Is she here? I think she's here. Yeah, put your toys up here, buddy. Go say hi to mama. All right. So this was another formation where we had to invalidate the bear play. It happened live. This was your support bottom right here for a bear pennant. Some people can identify this as a bear flag. But when you're getting a convergence in price after a downside, this would naturally be a continuation formation for a downside target. Here's the problem, though. Not everyone knows that these triangles tend to realize at around 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. They tend to invalidate when you're at 80 to 85, 90% to the apex. And in this candle, we said that this is the candle that's going to decide whether we're going to switch long or I'm sorry. It was this candle that we were saying that we're either going to decide to switch long or switch bear based on the closing of this very candle here. So we noticed that this candle did not break down or did not break out. So we reached the 80% to the apex of the triangle, and immediately I spoke to the team and said, you know what, guys, I'm flipping over. This is gone. This is now a bullish play, and I we're at around 40, 50% to the apex of the triangle. I haven't seen them break out this early, but they could. So from there, we started identifying our top sides. This was the first target that we were observing at 68.96 and definitely met it. All right, so from there, started capitulating. We failed the next upside target, which would be the top end of the triangle here, but we didn't get it. But it's all good. That's not the point. The point is that we were able to identify how to invalidate a bear play in room or in way for the bull play. More of what we're going to be learning in the ArcMasters course, right? In the strategies continuation. But guys, know that this is consolidating, and I think that it has another formation in line again, okay? Now, how the hell are we going to be able to, I didn't delete this because I wanted to show it today in the market prep, right? So now I'm going to get rid of these things because I want to identify in a different time frame here what this could be turning into, right? So we have to pull grain out, right? So the shorter the time frame you have, the more grain you will introduce into your price analysis. Right, so let me get rid of all this. I just want to read raw price action here, right? Just the raw price action. So as we're starting to get this into larger time frames, you can start to see what's happening here, right? Let's get that hourly in there. And even yet again, we have now this formation. Some of you may already see it, some of you may not, but it's all good. This is usually known as a bull pennant. Right? So, and I gotta say that the bull pennant is paired with another bull pennant. Now, how is that possible? Well, right? Let's take a look here. So this is one, right? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this thing here. We already practiced that, so it's all good. And I can literally draw all these things back in. I don't care. Right? So we're just gonna get rid of them. All right. So let's take a look at this. You have a pennant here. Right, and this is your other one right over here. Okay, I don't like this because this is already to the 80 and 85% to the apex. So could it be that I'm drawing it wrong? Maybe. So let's evaluate that one more time. In fact, let's bring it down to the 30-minute time frame and see if we can gain a deeper edge within this. So let's consider this trend line here and this bottom side here. Okay, which connects pretty nicely. Yeah, connects pretty nicely to, come on, man. There we go. Connects pretty nicely to this contact point here and here. So now we can see this as this type of price action, right? Still a pennant, but a little off-putting and very close to breakout or breakdown. So built during an upside and price converging, higher lows, lower highs, descending volume or declining volume, all features of this formation. All right, so that means that we may be able to get a little bit of a downside here, reload, and prep for a breakout somewhere in the pre-market to the early part of the trading day. Now, the breakout here has 3 targets to observe. Remember, we always talk about those 3 targets, right? Let's just say, for example, we were to break out maybe here at the very end of it, right? So right at the spot where we're thinking that this could be it. Like, there's no way, I don't think we could go beyond this point here. And it's already kind of unsafe to trade it there anyway. So this thing breaks out here, right? This is going to be probably an hour and a half prior to Euro Open, right around there. early pre-market, right? So 68.87 could be your first target. Next target, the center of the triangle. Okay, so measure that. That's gonna be your next. That's gonna be your next target. This is how you trade this traditionally. Okay, center of the triangle, top to bottom. Right. Next target, we apply it to that same place. Right. We're just gonna observe. So it's gonna be 70.57, and you have one more target to go. Usually, this target would present the lesser likelihood, but we still have to take it into account because this is how it's traded. Okay, 74.10 could be your top side. Let's take a look at the stats here on DJT. So ATR top right now, daily ATR is 78.73. Okay, you have almost an $8 range. So if we were talking about an $8 average true range or $7.92, and we open somewhere in here in 65.51, well, what's 65 plus $8? That would give you some confluence to the top end target that we're looking for from the triangle. So anywhere between $73 to $74.10, that could be your top end. All right, now let's take an immediate short-term time frame range on a fib, very short-term time. All right, so here you go. We have confluence here between the 2-spot 272 at the average true range top 73.34 and the 2-spot 618 geometric golden mean at 74.93, all confluent to the top end target of the psychological formation price objective. Okay, so let's highlight that. Let's highlight it just like this here. Just like that. And take a look at your 50% of the target right at the 74.10. Now you have your bottom bound, top bound, and your focus right at 74.10. Guys, make sure to practice this with complete discretion. Do not bet on this just because it's happening. What would be the reason that can take us to this upside? First of all, yes, fundamentals. I get it. If Trump says something, if he farts or does something cool, it's gonna run, right? But beyond that, I'm talking about trading signals. Well, if you don't know all the rules, here's one for you. The golden pocket in the Fibonacci retracement tool, not 618, not 382. This is your golden pocket. Look at where price action is. This is usually that area where price tends to bounce from for an upside. And not only that, is that it would be also a technical breakout. So guys, there is definitely an opportunity here for this ticker, but I will say that it's running completely on sentiment. Yes, it is for the president. I get all that, right? But please make sure to trade responsibly. And always remember that it's one thing to call out the play, and it's quite another to trade to execute that play. All right, so let's see about continuation. I guess we can take a quick look, right? We can take a quick look. Hourly time frame. Stochastics is where we said a little bit earlier that the downside could be over here, right? We're starting to get a crossover, so maybe. Let's see the 15. I think we've contracted enough here, right? There could be an expansion phase starting soon. Stochastic momentum is already pivoted towards a potential upside here, and the let's see, the 10-minute time frame. The heck is that? Look at this. The 10-minute time frame has huge contraction here, so that means no disbursement of returns, no frequency presented right now. But if there is frequency to be considered, it's going to be the frequency of this expanding. As soon as it's beyond that 15% of volatility, options are going to start going insane. People are going to start longing calls. People are going to start jumping on that implied volatility run, and the open interest is going to start going insane on these options contracts paired with stochastic momentum's upside pivot into the gravitational zone for a continuation. 10-minute time frame cascades into the 15 into the 30-minute into the hourly. With enough thrust on the hourly, you'll get your 3 and 4 hour for a longer standing move and continuation into the following days. Heads up the way this is playing, okay, team, because this is looking good. Line of all trades. I see another bull flag inside the green area. Dude, I think I do too. Now that you're mentioning it, yeah, it could be it, right? Right around here. It's visible even in the 3 hour, 2 hour, bi-hourly time frame. Looks like a bull flag. Dude, not good eye. And also this. So, I guess I didn't really want to, screw it. Let's just say this, right? Since we are speculating here anyway, right? Let's just pretend that this thing would break out, right? Your top end target here for that bull flag breakout, as soon as we're above that 79.60, 112.63 could be your could be your psychological top. And I will say, right, this downside in price action is also paired with downside in volume. So there goes your bear strength too, right? So there, I'm just speculating here, team. I'm just speculating, all right? Yes, you did hear from me 112, but I'm not saying that it's going there immediately. I'm saying that it's just a probability for now, okay? So just hold yourselves tight here, and then we'll play it. If this were in play here, then we would need confirmations and breaks above the 79.60. I would highly consider a daily closure above 79.60 before that continuation to the upside. All right. All right. So you know what? Why don't we put a fib against it? Let's see if we can get that top side. All right. So here's your fib, and there's your 2 fib. So all right. Fair enough. 98.67, 1 spot 618 to the 2 fib precisely at the take profit. So just heads up, right? I don't want you to bet your children's college fund here, right? Or take a second mortgage. None of that stuff, okay, team? But this is just I know that there's a lot of support. There's a lot of push for President Trump, right? So this is probably the speculation here. And again, we talked about this being 2 pennants earlier. We talked about the larger pennant and the smaller pennant. Seeing that the smaller pennant had this top side of around $74 and we're trading at 65, I'm already like, damn, I probably shouldn't speak of that top pennant, man. But now, Lion of all trades being as good, he's got that good eye, right? So of course I got to talk about it now. But team, I identify this, right? We have an overall downside here, right? So you gotta look at your volume profile, right? You're getting decline here. You're getting decline on price. That usually means that strength to the downside is diminishing, right? And that also is very much represented inside of your volatility. Very much so. Look at this. Volatility completely contracting, right? Your frequency, your returns are slowing down here. And you can also see it even in the 15-minute time frame where we were observing, right? Huge contraction. No action at all. 5-minute time frame, you have massive iterations of contraction. Every blue bar here is a 5-minute closing period. Every single time we close a 5-minute in the 2% of critical contraction, it prints a blue bar. So yeah, and again, right, we're observing some of the biggest contraction phases that this DJT has seen. I get that it's a new ticker. I get that there's a digital world acquisition. There's a lot of whatever in there, right? But yeah, this ticker in specific doesn't have too much trading history, and it is showing a pretty large contraction phase. Okay, so DJT, potential top side tomorrow. I am looking for a distribution initially. Let's see if we can run this thing to the downside. Your regression bottom could be your answer here, right? Around 64.19. Your daily ATR low leading to 62.88. So now you have a range, right? 62.88 to 65 or 60. Let's just say 60. What time would this be? Maybe we set around. Yeah, you know what? I guess so, right? 63.95 to 62.88, right around there. Pull back in that area, then you'll get the potential lift off. So, but remember also tomorrow is going to be a lot of it's going to be expiries. So we got to watch out in trading tomorrow too. Okay, team, please be safe in the markets. I wish you the very best. And please remember, team, join the ARCa Bulls trading team and sign up to the ARCa Bulls 8 to 12 week mentorship strategies program, right? I'm going to put it up here one more time for those of you who are interested. ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com, right? And we'll get you enrolled. I'll send over the syllabus, the disclaimer, and all that good thing. And by the way, for those of you who are watching right now and who have already submitted your entry for the ArcMastersCourse, you will be receiving an email with your strategies master badge, and also the link to the private ARC University Discord, and we'll get you in there, all right? So for now, team, as we acquire all the team, please be patient, but you will be receiving that email shortly, all right, team? So thank you so much, everybody, for coming on by. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Like the video, too, man. That certainly helps. It certainly helps with the algorithm, and it helps with bringing in some new people here. So let's get the trading right. All right, so, so, guys, Let's look at a couple more here. We need to take a look at ticker symbol Tesla, right? This is another one that has been just playing some of the most silliest games in the world. I don't even know what the hell to expect out of this thing sometimes because it's just running on its own engine, right? We've noticed here that Tesla tends to do its own little dance. So, and you know what? CoinFox actually had me take a look at a very interesting setup and a formation that I really never took into consideration. It was a wolf pattern, right? So this was your inverse wolf, and it actually, taking the regression absolutely worked. We took this regression from up here, and we were able to nail that 160 target based on psychology. So this was a real interesting formation to practice. So, yeah, right. I appreciate you, Lion. So Bosco, you know what? We'll go ahead and take a look at that for you next, my brother. Please remind me, and we'll get it, right? You know what? In fact, let me just put it up in here right now. Oh, yeah. Let me do this one here, and then also the, what was it again, bro? DX, yeah. You did ask about that earlier, right? So DXYZ. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we'll observe those. Let's continue with Tesla real quick and see what's up. Okay, guys, Tesla, oh man, you gotta be joking. Tesla looks like it's on accumulation again. Oh man, you gotta be joking. Look at this. If I put this on Heikinashi candles, you see it, right? You got your inverse Herpel Derpel again, man. Here's the Herpy Derpy again, doing its freaking little run. I can't believe it. Sebastian, if you have puts on this, man, heads up, right? I don't know that we're going to see how hard the strength is here. But I will, oh man, here's the thing, right? We're getting declining volume with this incline too. So I can't tell how strong this is. Remember that Tesla's running on a catalyst right now too. So, man, you know what? It's running on a catalyst. We can't get in the way of this. We're getting really these signals here. This is a capitulation signal. It failed, and now it's running an inverted, and it's running a hammer candle after a downside. It went from a crucifix into a bullish run. So there could be strength in the markets leading into tomorrow. So let's see. 180.37 was your close. 179.83 was your traditional close. Okay, and take a look at this 5-minute time frame. That looks very, very interesting. This is your gravitational zone here. SMA 14 support. Those are two supports there, right? So you can get a bounce, and it looks like that's what happened here on the 5-minute time frame. So team, there could be a rejection here for that downside and an overall continuation. Let's pull up momentum on a 4-hour time frame for Tesla. I know I got a few people trading this, right? So right after this, team, we're going to take a look at ticker symbol DXYZ and OCGN. And yeah, so we have that inverse head and shoulders, right? Let's present that first, right? So yeah, I can see, let me take into consideration this line instead. Okay, there we go. That's your regression. And this is going to be your price objective. And it is leading to a very confluent top, right? We've been observing this target for some time. We've been observing this target of 198 to 191.50 already. I mean, from this whole thing, it's a chop box, right? We've noticed a lot of price activity there for days. So there could be a run into that. Not to mention that we have a 4-hour bull flag as well. So there's a few things in here that we can consider for continuation, right? So we're going to pair this with momentum. We're going to pair this with the stats and everything, okay? So there you go, right? We're getting two very confluent signals within this discretionary resistance level that we're taking into account. Okay, so does momentum and volatility do they coincide with this, right? Well, I guess yes. 4-hour time frame upside pivot approaching the gravitational zone. It looks like we're starting to get curvature here too, right? So this may be corrective, and then we're going to continue throttling towards that upside. Let's take a look now at the hourly time frame, do we have a bigger thrust there? It's still similar. There we go. Okay, so the bi-hourly time frame is leading the way here, and we're at critical contraction. This thing is about to flip open. Yeah, guys, if there's anything to consider here, that should be soon. But I wouldn't risk anything until we're breaking that bi-daily high of 184.29. I think that the better move would be at the break of this range, which is also your bi-weekly top. Okay, so we break that 184.34, then we could start to see these upside targets into 192.92 to 197.03. And let me just go a little deeper here and see. Oh, yeah. There are very clean signals here, especially on the daily time frame. We're getting a crossover. This is your volatility component crossing over the moving average, touching in that critical contraction zone for an upside pivot with a structure on the upside here on stochastics. That's a full-on fire signal. Let's see your ADX on a daily. You're looking at you're looking at a 23% average directional index with a DI plus beating the bulls on top. Guys, Tesla is getting ready for a potential run. There may be some consolidation in the earlier part of tomorrow, but maybe into Tuesday or end of session tomorrow, Tesla could be flipping. They could be going towards the upside here. And I'm looking at Tesla at a potential close to 200, just sub $200 by maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. So heads up on this play. And let's go ahead and take a look at Seb. Please watch out with the puts on this, okay, buddy? Because there is strength. We may get a little bit of a decline in the earlier part of the day. So if we do get a decline, consider taking whatever profits you have on the table, or consider diminishing your position, right? So slow the rate of loss down if we are experiencing this going against the grain, because you don't want to increase that rate of loss, right? Do not average into this at all, right? So in fact, scale out safely, and then you'll be okay. All right. So, but I'll take a look. We'll continue observing it here when we're trading in the morning again, and then we'll see what's up. We'll try to get out of this safely, and to get you rolling, right, my brother? So options saying, just FYI, earnings with Tesla is coming up, and word is they will miss again. Okay, and earnings here is that, guys, in the chat, please let me know if this is earnings Wednesday, April 17th. Is that correct? Also, guys, let me turn off the heater. My phone is not reading it again from this morning. I'm just going to turn off the heater real quick. Give me literally like 38 seconds. Hold on. Thank you for being patient, team. Got that heater off. It's extremely hot in here right now. We're good to go. So, okay. If we are getting the earnings on the 17th, like we're saying, right? Then what could be happening is that we're pricing in the catalysts, right? And we may even be able to reach maybe 207. How long do we have? Let me see the ATR range on this. Almost $8. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe between 207 and 220-ish, we're going to find ourselves consolidating, right? And if that is the case, that where we're going to go ahead and fail or miss on that earnings call for Tesla, then that would be your continuation. And if we are observing this in a larger scale, that would only be a lower high. And it would still be very bearish. And this is how I can tell you, right? So look at this. How many times how many times your shill McShills a lot over here just puts it up, right? Hey, buddy. Your tablet is outside, honey, remember. Oh, yeah, love you, buddy. Okay. So take a look at this. This is your structure here. And I'm talking about 220-ish right in here. Completely confluent to the regression. So that's what I'm seeing here, team. It's just in the grand scheme of things, right? It's just another lower high. But critical to the price action of immediate short term. Sure, I get that, right? But it's just for your own discretion to see what those potentials are, right? Where's mommy? Where is she? Is mommy here? No? Oh, what? I thought mommy showed up. All right, guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and continue now. That's the speculation here for Tesla. Now you know. Let's see. So, Mark Roach is saying maybe if Tesla had bad earnings, it will test 150 or 105 at the support bottom. Dude, I mean, you do have a massive inflection zone right there at 101.99. So that bottom side, that's your capitulation level, man. Breaking that 109 or 101, I would say with anything as small as a 4-hour time frame, maybe even an hourly, man, your capitulation down to freaking $60 is in line. So that, yeah, gotta watch out. Your initial inflection zone would be down here at 152. Break the 152. You're testing 119 to 101. Okay, I'm just putting it out there like this. Okay, but we've already identified the play from 240 down to 170 or 165. We nailed that play. All right, so this is still cascading into lower and lower targets. So I guess I'm gonna have to start back testing other time frames for the continuation here. But I just want to. Oh, guys, yeah. By the way, for those of you who don't really know, right, when I put that bear thesis for Tesla, you have no idea the amount of hate that came out. It's amazing the way, and it's like, dude, it's like, what the hell does it like? I'm talking about signals here. I'm not talking about fundamentals. I don't give a crap about your fundamentals, right? So I'm talking about volatility versus momentum signaling a potential setup that can drop around this percent, dude. The freaking the hate that came out of social media, you can tell it was paid. You can absolutely tell it was paid. It was ridiculous. All right, so Monster Mike, I see you in here, my brother. Let me go ahead and adjust you and come on by. Right, so go ahead and take a look in the trading floor. I'm gonna mention your name here, right? So then you could just step in. So that's gonna be right about here. And I'm tagging you right now, okay, buddy? There you go. There's a mention there. Come into the team and say what's up to everybody, my bro. All right, so yeah, team. That's just to give it to you like that, right? It was a ridiculous amount of hate that I got for putting that bear thesis for Tesla. I do not care. I don't care. I'm a trader, man. I am an ambidextrous trader. I trade up and down, right? And it's not gonna make any difference in the world, right? My freaking $400, $500 entry isn't going to make a difference on anybody's life, you know? So relax out there, right? Anyways, so let's go. You hear my son over there? He's like, Daddy, you getting all mad. They are, Candace, and guys, you don't even know the type of crap going on all the time, man. And you know what? I just hear it all the time. I hear it. I hear it from other influencers too. Oh man, this and that and this and that. I'm like, oh. Well, that's that, right? But anyway, let's take a look at DXYZ. Buddy, grab your tablet. Come over here. Your tablet's over there. Go get the tablet. Go get the tablet. He's like, tablet. All right. So, line of all trades saying, if you have time, curious, what you can find with ticker symbol IM Imperial. Oh, you know what? Was that you? That was the last time you were here. Did you also talk about that one? It reminds me of something, right? Because it's like in my head. Ticker symbol. What was it again? I am okay. Because I thought it was like a prank the last time, and then I was in my head. I was also like, "You down with OPP?" You know. Oh, dude. Oregon High Roller saying AMC showing strength. What the hell, man? I have no idea. Is it showing strength, dude? Guys, we have people like kind of cracking up in here in the trading floor because they know that I'm not the biggest fan of AMC whatsoever, right? So, in fact, the whole freaking community. Guys, but I mean, for real, is that Oregon? Tell me the truth over here, man. Is that are you joking or is that for real? You want to know? I'm down. I'm down to look at it, man. I'm down to look at it, but are you really for real about it? You hear Joe H pissed off over there, like we don't talk about no AMC in here. What's up, buddy? Speak. Let me see if they can hear you. You're good to go. Hit it.
They're all getting revved up out there on this AMC, man. I'm serious.
Why? What's AMC doing?
I'm not going to say what guy, but the guy's kind of legitimate because I was talking to somebody else on here about it, this afternoon. He says if it gets over 436, it could run. I don't know. It could run to 437 or it could run to 5 million, but that everybody's getting like psyched up on it. That's all I wanted to tell you.
It's it closed at 434. What the heck is so important about 436?
I don't know. That's what the guy, it's just what he said. I don't know. I'm just saying everybody's getting revved up on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It seems like it. So, we'll see, right?
I guess we will, man. I guess we will. But that's tough, man. I gotta say, it's it almost feels like, dude, you didn't learn your lesson from the first time. You know, I mean, holy crap!
It's like that Adam Aaron. You jump in on that stock, he might cut your throat again. I don't know, man. Kind of crazy, right? I agree with you.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, first of all, AMC is this is NASDAQ. It's NYSE, right? So you're not talking about an OTC. You're not talking about decentralized here. This is built on higher platform. So you're also please notice what the broader markets have done over the last freaking 6 months straight. We have had nothing but upside in the markets, and AMC has been running to the downside. You know, so what in the world would give it any strength? Wall Street bets again. This is a real. Dude, see what I mean, Oregon? Not you, man, not you. I mean, I'm talking about everyone else in the world. Like, they lost their asses on this, you know? I had family why I got into trading was because of this. Because I had family that made mad money on this. And then, dude, I lost my ass on this. You know, I didn't know how to trade. So, will it show again? Will it run again? Guys, I think that if it does run, if it does run, I think it's just going to be based on a social thing, you know? You bought 7,000 shares at 820 and sold at 68. Dude, that sounds all too familiar to my family. That's right around, it was a $9 average. Right when you started hearing everybody in the convenience stores and the taxi driver, everybody was talking about it. Right around that time. You had your January run that faced a consolidation period between $8 and $15 for about 2 months before it started running on June, right? So, guys, that is literally the community unhappy. I'm telling you guys, it's I'm not gonna, like I said, man, I'm not the biggest fan of this ticker because of whatever else, right? It forced a lot of people into a hole, right? And I will say that I will say that I think it'd be best for maybe me not to talk about this so much, because this is a crazy community too, man. It's like, if I get into this, then there's gonna be mad hater rate on ARCa, right? So let's go ahead and move on here and see what's good with the ticker symbol DX. What was it again, bro? DXYZ, right? Hell yeah. That's going to be DXYZ for ticker. I'm sorry, for who was this, brother? Was that you, Lion? No, Lion asked me for for Imperial, right? Imperial Petroleum. So DXYZ here. I forgot who asked me for this, but it's okay. Let's take a look. All right. Where are you at, James? What's up, man? Hello? What's up, buddy? Oh, it was Bosco. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. All right. So was this? Oh man, is this an IPO? Ooh, okay. Know that I've said this before, right? I've said it before. My edge diminishes like crazy when it comes to very limited price action. Sorry guys, I'm just cleaning. I'm just trying to close this window because my boy's right next to it, and it's he could get sick. It's really cold outside. Don't stand too close to that. All right. Damn. Ooh, got winded over him. All right. So yeah, this is what's up, baby? Okay. Let's pull it up, I guess, man. Let's pull it up in the immediate short-term time frame to see if I can catch any signals, but damn, something tells me that I may have to go closer even still. Okay. Nope, I think I need a 5-minute here. Damn. Okay. Nice upside. I got to say that, man. This is a very clean upside. I will say that there is a nosedive on the 5-minute time frame, and that was due to the post-market's capitulation between 22 to 1760-ish. And that was to test your day's high right about here. This top side. Let me see if we're bouncing. Oh, man, I have to go into time frames of which are unspoken from here. Okay, let's see. 3-minute time frame still suggesting downside. We're still on a nosedive on the stochastic momentum. Why would that be? Let's find out. Ooh, don't tell me that. No way. Yes, the SMA 200 seems to be a little far away. Do I have stats enough to consider? Oh, damn, I don't have anything ready. Let me see the 1 minute. 1707. Okay, if hold on. I'm trying to get it together here, man, because this is really, it's tough when it's just this information from a limit. Like, look at this. This is all I got to work with. Okay, so my best guess is that this is performing a 2 standard deviation mean reversion. Okay, so is that actually the case? It actually is, and it's already mean reverted to 1754, pretty much precisely right here. So yeah, guys, this indicator that you're observing here, this is part of the this can be yours too, right? It's part of the ARCa Bulls trading team indicators. This is it's like Bollinger Bands of based, but what I've added is actually labels to identify your upper bands of your first, second, and your mean, right? So this is your first standard deviation retracement, 2 standard deviation, upside and downside with labels. So as when you become an ARCa Bulls member, this is yours. You can go ahead and pick it up from the ABT scripts area inside of the trading server. It's under the ARC indicators section under ABT scripts. I'm putting up a lot of my proprietary scripts in there for the team to use as tools. So if there is that continuation to the downside, this is what I'm talking about. Your SMA 50 on a 15-minute time frame, $14.62 is confluent with your lower band of the two standard deviation retracement. So this is kind of where I'm looking for it may drop into this area. On the 15-minute time frame, we did meet the ATR drop to 1735. It was actually right in here. Let's see what the low was. A low of 1760 with a mean reversion of 1754. Yeah, so I do think I do think that there's still a continuation to the downside here, and I would specifically look for a bounce at around this 1519. If it doesn't get all the way to 1519, notice that the 15-minute time frame has $1.14 in average true range, which is just massive in volatility for how new this is. So $1.14 from 1797, right? So you're looking at 16 and change. That would probably be your current ATR low plus the dollar. I would say 1637. So anywhere between 1637 to 1519, mathematically speaking, you would get a retracement here followed by a potential bounce. I don't know about the bounce yet. I don't have enough information to determine if it's going to bounce. But that's what I'm reading so far. Okay, so far I'm reading a retracement. So heads up on that. And I may be wrong as hell because I don't have enough data. So, Bosco, apologies, buddy. I wish I could see, more here, but like I said, man, my edge really diminishes when it comes to IPOs and stuff. I did study them for a while, to the point I was studying the opening range of IPOs, and I started noticing that there were retracements that were very confluent very often. So and it was something that I was going to put together as like a cheat sheet. But I realized that introducing that into the public would increase gambling. So I decided not to put that together and not to continue the studies and the research behind opening range and or IPO ranges. Got to be careful with things like this, team. Got to be very, very careful. Okay, so that is it for ticker symbol DXYZ. Let's go ahead and continue and with OCGN. Okay, so OCGN looking like it has a little bit of a bull flag here in the top end. We're getting some long wicks to the upside that usually represents weakness. Inversely, we do have long wicks to the downside. So, Ian, this would be if there's anything for me to consider, it would probably be for the ARCa Bulls trading team. Not publicly though, because publicly that's I have exposure to around 15,000 subscribers. So that's it would be really irresponsible for me to just blurt out something like that, right? Ticker symbol KULR. What's up, dude? Yeah. I'm down. I'm down. Let's take a look at it. Okay. We'll give it a quick peep, right? And somebody noticed this to be something. Somebody noticed it today in the ARCa Bulls team. They said, "Hey, did any of you notice? Oh, it was a GNS and this ticker. So thanks for reminding me. Right, I'm gonna consider putting them next to each other, and we'll observe that. Right, so it was a confluent price action or something to the GNS ticker in comparison to KULR, I think. Right, so not much. Caligula, what's up, man? No. I'm not gonna continue this. I was just telling people that, well, not yet, at least, right? I was telling people that there was a similarity between the price action here on what looks to be the 12-hour time frame. Maybe, I guess there could be similarities. They're very, yeah, I guess they are very similar. But uh, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and continue the analysis here. We got OCGN followed by IMPP, followed by KULR, and let's see what's up. All right, so OCGN on the daily time frame, like I said, right, declining price action with declining volume, so there could be a bull flag at play here. And that's not to say that the prior bull flag didn't already play out, right? So these huge accumulation phases with a quick distribution followed into another massive accumulation. This is basically what all the meme stocks were doing, right? BBIG and BBBY and GME and AMC, all those did this, right? So these were all the parabolic runs. So if this has continuation, then there may be a little bit of a further downside here before experiencing a continuation to the upside. So let's see what the top side move could be for now, right? While we have a wick down here to consider. So if that would be your inflection wick, this red one down here, right there, we can take that as an overall range and say that this would be going to a potential 290. Okay, so let's put this on a 12-hour time frame and see what the price is now. So 176 in the 12-hour, and it does look like it's structuring that bull flag. We have long wicks to the downside here, and that usually presents bear weakness. Okay, so let's pull up the 4-hour time frame and see how volatility and momentum are doing. Okay, contraction phase. That's all. Okay, so this is not sell pressure, as in shorting it, and it's also not buying it. So what's happening here is that it reached a level to where people feel like it needs to pull back to a better value in order for everybody to start longing it or shorting it again. So this here is just, in other words, it's a mean reversion, right? So it reverts a little bit, comes down, consolidates without the attention of buying or selling. Then the price action or the algorithm will naturally decrease in its value, right? So this is presently what's happening now. So let's go ahead and now take a look at the potentials on the hourly time frame. So hourly time frame looks to be a little corrective here, right? It looks like we're getting a potential curvature here for an upside continuation. We're a little flat in volatility still. So that's, again, leading to that thesis to where we're just going to start decreasing here in value until we get a better price for people to consider to buy it or short it. If that is the case, then where can we land? Well, let's look deeper in the price action. 15-minute time frame shows an upside, and it also shows support at the gravitational zone and the RSI for a bounce to the upside. So let's look at the 10-minute now, and let's see. All right, yeah. 10-minute and 5 minutes show that downside, and it's barely starting. So let's identify what those lows can be. Let's go to the daily time frame and open up our stats window and see what this has in line. Let's see. Daily ATR low would be 153. So we're talking about, this is what we said a little earlier, right? That we would come back down into this zone here and then come back up. So yeah, we have a daily ATR low at 153. Let's see. If price action were to continue lower, as in a complete daily time frame mean reversion, which I don't think could be the case, but it would be suggesting a 116. The thing that would prevent 116 would be this gap here at 131, and also the top end of the price action here at around 128. So 128 to 131 would literally stop it. So if I were to put my chips into anything, I think that the daily time frame retracement to that 152, 153 level, we can get that pull, and then at the daily ATR low, and then start reaccumulating from there. 4-hour time frame, Mark Roach, let's look at it. Oh yeah, definitely looking good. And this is where you're getting that curvature, right? So if we can finesse that information just a little bit on Stokes, then you'll see that this may actually be pivoted towards the upside on a faster read. So let's go ahead and put this exponential 3 period into a 1 day look back with a smoothing factor of 1. In fact, it's downside. So if we are getting a downside here, then that's leading further into the validations of 152 downside. So I would say 152 before anything, and then we could see another run. It is a little too early to tell right now, but if we were to put formation into this, it's technically building a pennant, right? Something along the lines of this, right? Just like this here. So converging price, this would be a bullish signal. What makes it difficult is that we're smack in the middle of the weekly range. We're literally in the center of the chop, just like this. This is your center right here. We're just below that, right? So let's see what the hourly time frame is saying against maybe something like I don't know, an LRC maybe. Okay, yeah. So the LRC is still suggesting a downside here. On the hourly time frame, this would be a drop to 171. Let's look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour time frame is suggesting a 161, so that's looking more like the case here. And you know what? I'll do something else. Let me pull up the 8 hour time frame and let me pull up a Gaussian channel. And let's see if I have anything near it. So let me go up the time frames here and see if I have something around there. But it's been going up so hard that I don't think I do. Yeah, I think, monthly top, quarterly top. And okay, so I guess if there's anything to consider here, it would probably just be your 6-month Gaussian top, which is very much confluent to your take profit of the psychological formation, your pennant, right? So I guess there are some things in line here, team, but I wouldn't consider this to be the end all be all of signals, right? But this is a pretty nice setup here. This is a clean reversion setup, huge V-shaped recovery. If this were to consider continuing to the upside in 3 months and 1 day, OCGN would be best if it would be in best if it closed above this month's high, or this semi-annual high around 158. Right? So if we can get above that 158 closure in 3 months and 1 day, this would be your confirmation candle, and the upside here would be very likely. So, but for now, it is a slower moving asset, and it is experiencing kind of a consolidation phase on this top side. But I think there is still more upside to be seen. So heads up on this play, because immediate short-term time frame pullback 152, and then validate that support before the continuation to the upside, and then I think we'll be good. All right, so that was it for OCGN. And guys, remember, your ATR top is 192. Okay, that's on your daily ATR top. So that means that there is a high probability that we reach the $2 target again, right? So just heads up there, because there's going to be a lot of take profit around that zone. Okay, so sorry, team. Let's go ahead and continue on to IMPP. Thank you, Mark. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. Okay, so now ticker symbol IMPP. Let me look at where we are in relation to the 5-minute moving averages. Wow, this was instant upside here. These moving averages are likely to start shifting to the upside too. Very good that we're above the EMA 200 and above the SMA 50. Currently sitting, where's the price at this moment? Oh no, it's sitting right here. Goodness gracious, I thought we were here. We're below the SMA 200 and in the EMA 200. Why did it dip so hard? Let's see. Let me take a look at this on the 12 hour. I may have to actually look at this on a actually, let me just go to the 4 hour. Okay. what are you making out of this, right? This could be a 3-day bull flag. Yeah. 3-day bull flag potential. Oh, could this be a weekly pennant too? Let me stick to the bi-daily or the 3-day here. Because this is what I'm looking at, team. Let me kind of show you here. I think this is a little too close, so it may be this regression somewhere along the lines of this here. And this would be your top end, right? So this is presently your pennant. We're converging, and it does have the properties of it. So the start of the pennant was somewhere around here, and notice how volume is declining. So this would be indicative of a pennant or price convergence, right? So this, remember, like it's still the same rule here, right? So just like always, this thing tends to realize at around 65 to 75% to the apex, which could be around here. So I am PP may not be ready just yet, but it could be soon, and it may be towards the end of April. So we may be just a little bit ahead of time here. So if there is something to consider here, and I'm talking about for the macro move, right? Not for the immediate short-term time frame, but this would be your first breakout potential. Let's just say that we're here to 374. Let's mark off the center of the triangle as well. Right about here. That would be your 388. And then the very back of the triangle, right? That would be your third and final target here. So something like this here, right? This would lead you to about $4.35. Now, that's not to say that this formation is only based for an upside. It's traditionally for an upside. You know what I mean? So it can be played both ways, but it just this is continuation for an upside move. So the bulls are generally taking control here. Okay, so now let's see what the immediate short-term time frame looks like for the continuation of convergence, because we're pretty much at the 50% of this apex, right? I'm sorry, of the triangle. Literally in between the chop box, we're right in the 50% of the chop. So if it has a downside or a downside, well, let's take a look, right? So let's go ahead and pop this chart open and bring up the 4-hour time frame. And it looks like we have more of a bias towards the upside. This is a pretty good pivot towards the upside, which makes me feel that either the 2 or 3 hour has a nice pivot. So 2 hour has a pretty okay pivot towards that upside. The 3 hour, there we go. So the 3 hour is the one that has that upside pivot pretty nicely. The hourly time frame may be pulling back a little bit. There it is. So if we're going to get that continuation to the downside in the immediate short term, then there is an opportunity, I guess, presented. And you're looking at a low of maybe 297 to maybe 295-ish. 295, yeah, I would say the lowest point of 297 to 295. And I'm just basing this on just by eyeballing it, right? I'm not even catching the moving averages around there. But yeah, failing the SMA 50 on a 15-minute time frame, no good. Failing the SMA 200 and the EMA 200 on the 5-minute time frame, also kind of not the best look in the world. But yeah, I would say from there, statistically speaking, we may be able to get that downside on we were talking about a 292 to 295-ish, right? 285 is your daily ATR low. So there you go. 285 to 292 retracement into tomorrow before a continuation. 285, look where it is. Right at your regression. There you go. So if I can just leave this in very short, I think that tomorrow we get an immediate short-term time frame pullback to the regression. You're going to test your second and most important test of your formation. We validate the formation at 285, daily ATR low, and then you're going to start accumulating here because the 4-hour time for the 3-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour, and 8-hour are upside pivot. They're upside biases. So I do believe that this is going to distribute first, and then we're going to reaccumulate. And it may happen tomorrow, right? All into tomorrow, but you have to be patient with this because it only has a 15-cent average true range. It doesn't move too much on a daily basis. So that's about it. That's about it, man. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and put that 292 to 285 bottom, just like this here. That could be your top end, and then your daily ATR top leading to 316. Oh man, right? Your SMA 50 located right at 314. So yeah, but I think we could come back to anywhere between the 310 to 314 tomorrow. But well, if we do a whole wall to wall move. Right, daily ATR low, daily ATR top. So that is it for ticker symbol IMPP, right? So now ticker symbol KULR. Let's see what it's got. Let's see. Okay, so KULR, potential bull flag. Wow, are you serious? Why is this running so hard? Guys, it has earnings tomorrow? This has got to be pre-market. This is literally showing some potential. Oh man, yeah, you guys, this is showing that there could be earnings tomorrow. Line of all trades, I got you, buddy. No problem at all. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, there looks to be a bull flag here, but I don't know what's going to happen in earnings on this. So it's a real coin toss on this one. But if we're reading just the raw signals, we're getting decreasing volume with inclining price. So there is a bearish divergence already. Mark Roach, KULR announced that all outstanding debt owed to Yorkville Advisors has been retired in accordance with their terms. Really? Okay. So that I guess it's running on, but is the catalyst over though? That's the question here, man. If the catalyst is done, then let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, right? So 4-hour, there is a decrease here, and we're also contracting. So it's slowing down. And also we do have a crossover on a 4-hour time frame RSI. Yikes. Okay, let me see the hourly time frame. Immediate short-term time frame upside followed by failure. I would say a test of the prior day high at around 44.85 before a downside continuation. Yeah, we're completely contracting here. It feels like it's too expensive. It feels like people think that it was too much of a rise, and this is why we're getting immediate short-term contraction. This is going to decrease in value by itself. I don't think it's being shorted at all. You know, so I think that this is just I think that this is just contracting, and it's going to decrease in value just a little bit. So let me pull up the stats and see what the. All right, so 36 cents is your daily ATR low. There may be an extension into the prior day's low, meaning today, to 35.12. Okay, so I think that's your target for tomorrow. Immediate short-term upside. This is another wall-to-wall move. But if you are able to combat the resistance of 41.12, then observe 45 cents. And it's a low probability that we get all the way to 45. In fact, I almost prefer this thing to go to maybe anywhere between 41.50 to about 42.87. That feels more like the top side here. So you get that 42.87, right, followed by a pullback into that 35-cent zone. And so both sides are not going to be reached all the way to their maximum ATR. Okay, so just careful with that. So yeah, team. Let me see one more time what the 15 minutes said. Yeah. So first we get the upside. We get the 42.87 first, and then well, remember 42.04. 41. I'm gonna draw it in 41.12 to 42.87. 41.12 to 42.87. Top end first, rejection, and then the continuation to the 35 cent zone, 35.14. It's looking like, right? So 35.14. 35.14, pair it with the 35.10 here. Okay, so yeah, man. So did I just really say this, guys? We're chopping still. That's pretty much what I guess I said in like a million words here, right? We're chopping. We're chopping inside of this range until we can break out of it. Then we're gonna be chilling, right? But for now it's choppy. So let's see how that behaves. And this was a clear signal. It started happening really here in Monday, on Monday. So just heads up with this, okay, team. Be very careful with this. But yeah, I think chop mania here before it chooses whether the upside or downside is going to be the higher probability move. Inflection point to fail this upside. Invalidations will happen at 33.09. So careful with that 33.09 break of this. You will likely come down. All right. So Sebastian. IBIO thinking $5 tomorrow. Dude, what? Really? IBIO. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Did you guys catch this? What the hell? Bro, this is something. Oh yeah, we did look at this. Oh my goodness. Dude, on the daily time frame, 192% up. That's ridiculous. Okay. Does this have You gotta be joking. Okay, this no way. But this if I'm reading this correctly, dude, this may still have a parabolic upside to go. Hold on. Why does this still read higher? It's already ran 200%. Guys, this thing is probably going to continue again. Hold on. Let me I don't want to be distracted for this. Let me close my door because this is getting me nervous. Hold on. Okay, so the person who's bringing this up is actually It's actually one of my analysts, right? It's Sebastian. He's actually my track one master student, and he just like many other students, he passed with flying colors. But opposing other students, he stuck with me, just like Off Grid Gorilla, right? And a couple others. So we stuck together and we continued. So we trained together, we learned together, and we continued together. So he pulled up this ticker. He literally loves to look at smalls and micro caps. So he pulled up this ticker, and he noticed that there could be an upside. Got a huge upside. And now he's saying in the ARCa Bulls trading team right now, right? He's let me see if I can just kind of give you I'm going to give you just a little quick outlook over what it looks like presently in the ARCa Bulls trading team room, right? So this is what it is, right? So on this side, you can see that these are presently the people that are in here right now, and this is where we speak, right? This is the chat. So he's telling me right now that IBIO, he's looking for a $5 tomorrow. So if that is the case, damn, let's find out why. Let's go. What's up, Joe H? Dude, I freaking love that you're here, bro. So hold on, team. Let me just minimize my screen just a little bit here because I need that real estate on that side, right? I'm going to bring back the Discord to where I can read it. There we go. Okay, so let's evaluate it. The reason why I'm talking about a potential continuation I'm talking in a huge way is because of a very simple formula that is based around stochastic momentum versus linear volatility. Okay, this right here, this is the profile. Upside pivot, we're in gravitation here, so this will pull us up, and we're getting the break of volatility beyond the 15th percentile with both the moving average and the volatility component. So the signal, arguably speaking, fired off down here on Monday, March 18th at $1.07. The signal fired off for a massive upside from $1. And this has already touched $4. Okay, so that it's what I'm saying here is that there is now another signal to be considered within this. And what signal is that? Well, that's either the entry of critical expansion paired with an upside of stochastics. So anytime that we enter the critical expansion zone with an upside pivot of stochastic momentum, that could be a whole setup too. We just entered that critical volatility zone today. So this is another signal that potentially just fired off again today for another continuation. Line of all trades, please be careful. Be safe, my brother. Good night. Oh my God, there's so much chat happening. I didn't notice you guys. Sorry, man. I don't know if you were asking me any questions, but please be careful, okay? Mr. Squeeze talking about squeeze. Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Maybe it does squeeze. So, and I mean, beyond what it already did, right? So it's already ran 200% to the upside, which is fair. But there may be further upside. So let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame on IBIO. Okay, immediate short-term time frame pullback. If we're getting at that on the 4-hour, that means that we're and in the 6-hour-ish. Oh, dude, that's such a healthy upside. My goodness, the 8-hour time frame is a whole ass signal. The 8-hour time frame fired off the signal at the opening of that major candle, which was down at 109. And that's for the new signal. So, oh, wow. Okay. Guys, I don't have the back test for this. I've never looked at this thing. But 8-hour time frame, arguably speaking, the 6-hour. So 6, 8, 12 daily, bi-daily, upside and critical expansion, and the freaking 3-day. All of those. Hold on just a sec, team. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So here we go. All of these time frames have a massive, massive upside, right? So when it comes to looking at a 6 hour, 8, 12, daily, bi-daily, 3 daily, all with confluent signals, that typically leads to a ridiculous continuation. Now, the continuation, that's the problem, is I don't know where it's going to go if I don't backtest this, but we can speculate. We have historical price action to tell us that. So let's see. If we are going to continue to an upside from here, let's bring up the stats. And let me take a look at the 24-hour chart instead. We're completely overextended in everything. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're making... Yeah, it looks like we're on our way to a 2 standard deviation multiplier away from this. So if we are suggesting a pullback to 383, then what could it look like as an extension from a shorter time frame? Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so 2 standard deviations away from the mean on a 12-hour time frame, that would be a complete run to $4.53. That's your resistance right up here. And we just faced a resistance on this bottom side. Next wick to test that 418 probably reaches 451 or 453. Let me jot it down. Let's say 453, right? I'm just going to leave it on the stat. 453 to about 440. That could be the extension there, okay? And I'm not talking that's not massive upside continuation. I'm just telling you that this is a local resistance based on stats, because I'm not reading. I mean, here's the thing, guys. We're gonna get the weekly close tomorrow. If we get a weekly close tomorrow, your upper 1 standard deviation on a weekly range is the 450. But if we're really going to reach 2 standard deviations away from the mean on a weekly time frame, 716 is your top. So if it is 716, then that's completely confluent to this to this low here of about 720. So let's jot that down too. Guys, these are ridiculous targets, and I can't tell you that it is going to go there. I'm just telling you that based on statistics, it is possible for this to run into those targets there. It's making me completely uncomfortable to talk about this because of how much price action, how much of an upside there is to consider here, right? But there are multiple touches here at 675 to 720. So I'm just saying, okay, it's going to be tough to get up there unless there is more FOMO into this thing somehow, but it looks like that could be it. Right? So heads up on that. So yeah, dude. Seb, be careful with this, man. Your daily SMA 200, I didn't even look at it. Let me see. Oh, man. Okay, if it is going to be the SMA 200, you got to observe the tangible targets. That's going to be your 525 right here, which is your gap. Your gap bottom. That would be 524. So I would say 524 to 540. I guess it could be possible. Man, you know what? Yeah, I guess it could even be possible tomorrow. So let's take the bottom of the range here into consideration. And guys, remember, I'm saying a possibility. There's no way in hell I can tell you that this is for sure going to do it. But 540 is located right at the SMA 200 daily. And of course, it's completely outside of its average true range, right? Because your ATR right now, it's literally 25 cents. It doesn't have to do with anything. But it's just a huge upside that it experienced. That volatility is now, it's showing huge targets. So as the candles expand, they become larger and larger, then your targets naturally become larger and larger in comparison. Mathematically speaking, that is. Yeah, and I agree. If we do combat that 540, then we would completely run into that $7 zone. But heads up, okay, team, this is a complete gamble, man. This is crazy. It's running completely off psychology. So please be very mindful when you're trading this ticker. All right, so, and yeah, you know what? Why don't we finish this off with a quick look at the BTC asset and see what's going down. In fact, I was going to start putting together a thread on Solana and see what's up, right? So there is presently some pressure from a chop box breakdown, right? So this was something that I was speaking to the team earlier today. The price objective based on the break. Mr. Squeeze, do not do that ever again with your savings. Still gonna squeeze more than the orange juice? Nice, man. Oh, dude. It looks like it's a probability here, man. So be very careful with the play, as it does have a continuation, right? It looks like it. I mean, I'm going to speak to you very clean, man. I'm not going to say something's going to go up when it's not going up. I don't care who you are. I'm not saying it. So I'm going to say what the charts say, and that's it. Like that's, you'll be diminishing the type of trader that I am by saying something that's not true. I'm just going to say it how it is. I don't care. If it's going down, it's going down on you. If it's going up on you. I don't care. You do what you do, right? But please know that I will just say it the way it is. Right? So in this case, Bitcoin here does have a breakdown from a chop area. Okay? Since we haven't had a closure in the immediate short term, guys, hold on just a quick second. Okay, you guys. So yeah, we were talking about this in the trade today. And I do think that we're breaking outside of this chop. I haven't had a bi-hourly closure below this or above this just yet. I'm sorry, above this just yet, which leads me to believe that still the downside is more pertinent. So if you're experiencing a chop area like this and you start breaking below it, there's usually a test and validations of resistance. In this case, there are two resistances, right? We have this bottom bound here, and then we have another upper bound into this area here where price action is currently sitting. So this is I'm looking at a simple chart here. This is just your Binance Bitcoin against the US dollar. It's not USDT or anything. It's not the crypto cap or nothing. Okay. And so if we and actually I'm looking at spot price action when I should be looking at futures and CME, but most of the people here are really looking at spot, so I'm going to try to look at it from spot. Okay. So, since we haven't had a closure, then the target can still be looked at 67,434. But if there is a psychological formation per se to take into account, it would be a bi-hourly time frame bull flag. Okay, so if the bull flag is present and we're observing a continuation to that upside, then your move here would take profit right in this range, the original range where we were observing earlier, if we were to have succeeded the inside of the box and continue. So that is going to be 71,008 to about 71,167. Okay? So let's just see what that is going to do for us. Okay? But now let's take a look at momentum and see what it's suggesting. So far, the bi-hourly time frame does have a bullish crossover on the RSI upside momentum. Let's see if we have a resistance somewhere here. There it is. Oh, man. Okay. This 4-hour time frame RSI will literally be the reason for this to come back and fake out. So meaning that within these 2 hours and 47 minutes, we can experience a top side of about $70,000, literally 70,000 flat, right at the prior bar high and bi-hourly. So we'll get that top side. Let me just zoom in again. Right up in here, based on the 4-hour retracement, validation of the gravitational zone and the SMA 14's resistance, and continue the pullback. So maybe by U.S. market open, we can see a decline into the 68,400 into 68,000, this top side here of 68,240 for another bounce and a clean validation of the 69,472 followed by 67,434. And that would be the range target. So let's see if we can get up to that top side. Because something tells me that we may not actually, guys, this zone here of 68,232, this may serve as a big bounce. If we experience, oh man, there are a lot of things. Hold on, there are a lot of things kind of giving off a different side of. You have a bullish engulfing here on the 4-hour time frame, and this is another bull flag in a macro scale. Oh, dude, hold on. Hold on. This is looking like it. Guys, there may be a bear trap here, actually. Hold on. Four-hour bull flag, top side 75,260. Hold on. Why? Let me see. Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Guys, we have a 4-hour bull flag here, and it looks, I might be looking at it in the wrong time. Maybe an 8-hour or a 12-hour. Yeah, I guess so. Right. So this is actually presenting the potential. Yeah, we're testing a higher. We're building a new higher high here in the local time frame. Right. So and then we're also inclining too. So holy crap! I think we are going to. I think, guys, there may be immediate short-term downside, but I would say maybe limited to around 68,700 at the CoinFox. What's up, buddy? Big pigs are now in line. Sellers, let's see, will be a pig style bounce to 75,000. Big pigs, dude, guys. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. I'm looking at the probabilities here of a 75,260 to 75,125. Is that for real? Suggesting a new high? I guess so. Damn, about the long BTC right now. But wait for it, guys. Wait for it, because there may be an immediate short-term time frame pullback to 68.7, which is, I mean, $900 out the money right now. It's not really too much. BTC is 69,615 on your end, guys. So heads up on MSTR, maybe SMCI. I don't know if SMCI is going to get it. Which one has been going? CLSK, I believe. And I'm not sure if Wolf is doing it. So, but yeah, team. Okay, limited downside with a potential bounce all the way the hell up to freaking 75,000. CoinFox is also seeing that potential, and it's based on, it could be based on this psychological bull flag. Okay, so let me take a look at Wolf. And see what's up. Let me run a correlation coefficient against BTC on this. Let's see. Yeah, let me just do this one here. And let me run into the weekly. Okay, yeah, so Wolf has a high correlation. It is in the 60th percentile of correlation, and it is climbing too. Wolf has correlation to BTC. So BTC strength here, we're looking at Wolf continuation. Is 318 in line here? 285 would be the first case. Actually, let me see the 4-hour time frame on Wolf. Oh, dudes, yes, that is a massive signal happening. Hold on, hourly time frame. Yeah, this massive upside here is likely why the buy hourly is up, breaking outside of contraction, right? So we're expanding here. Upside pivot, we're literally throttling towards the upside. 3-hour time frame upside pivot out of the contraction as well. 4-hour time frame, literally about to cross the moving average and throttling as well with an upside pivot. Guys, Wolf is likely going up too. Wolf is giving me the signals that BTC is not giving me just yet. So over the next 4 hours, over the next maybe 3 hours, BTC may start running. So just heads up on your risk. Be very careful how you trade this in the wee hours. Right, and do not over leverage on you if you're trading futures contracts. Do not over leverage on your margin attenuation. Okay, so no 50x's, no 100x, no 200x's on this play. Like, I mean, keep them low, keep them very low, because this is going to be a big move. Wolf, I think has. I would say 285 to about, let me give you the top targets. Daily ATR range is 285 top. And that is very confluent to your weekly high. And also, yeah, you know what? I would really stick to that, team. If I'm going to give you another range beyond the 285, just in case you wick higher or something, maybe for a quick little runner's range, I guess 291 would kind of give it off here. So 284 to 291 for Wolf, and it's also a bull flag. So please be very careful with that, team. All right, so Joe 8 saying I got 50x minimum. Joy, I'm saying not to 50x it because of the margin range. Your margin range becomes it becomes kind of too close to the price action when BTC has such a wide ATR. It has a $3,000 ATR, 3,300 I think. So if you have a $3,300 ATR, that means that if you drop your ATR, if you drop your margin attenuation, and offset that with a bigger dollar value entry. So then you could lever on your dollar instead of levering on the margin. Then you could get an equal move plus the lesser margin. Whereas you'll get more margin and lesser dollar entry, you'll have a tighter liquidation range, which could bring up the probabilities of liquidation, and then have you not gain anything on the play. So just I guess food for thought, right? Just to look at it from a different perspective. I think the daily volume is not the best on this, right? So you're looking at it's decreasing little by little, but this is giving me if it's not really that, then the 4-hour time frame pennant breakout potentially, maybe even an hourly falling wedge breakout. Then your top target for the wedge is right around there, 284 to 291. Yeah. Just observe the immediate short-term time frame pullback, like always, right? Like always. So your daily time frame pullback could be around a 230. Okay, so if the 258 on the SMA 50 hourly doesn't save you, then you're gonna look at your prior day low at 243. Okay, so 243 could be what's preventing the ATR to reaching its 230 bottom. Okay, so if you want an overall range of support, then 254 to 236, focused at 243. All right, you guys. So, guys, I am an hour out of time over here, right? So I just went a little extra for the team. Let's go ahead and try to meet up in the ARCa Bulls trading team tomorrow, and we'll evaluate some more tickers. But I feel my voice literally going away, right? We started streaming here at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. It is 10:30 now, man. My goodness. So guys, please be very careful in the markets coming up. Make sure to join the ARCa Bulls trading team by hitting the link in the chat, right? And also consider signing up to the 8 to 12 week mentorship program coming up for this for the new strategies mentorship coming up. All right, team, that's going to be ArcMastersCourse at Gmail, and don't forget to sign up and come on by to the ARCa Bulls trading team. We'll trade alongside some very talented traders. But I appreciate everybody for coming out. Indra, have a good night. Joe H, I love you, my buddy. So, team, reach out to me if any questions at all. But thank you so much for everything you do. Mark Roach, Monster Mike, thank you as well. Options, I'll catch you later, my dude. Please try to come by. And Mark Roach, thank you for everything, dude. Coin Fox, I know it's late as hell over there, man. So please try to get some rest. Smokescreen, peace out, my bro. And but yeah, team Sebastian. Also, dude, thanks for showing up and thanks for showing the team those plays. And let's see what we got. Right, we're gonna meet up. We reconvene here at 6 a.m. Pacific time, and let's get another good day in the market. Let's rip it once again. All right, team. Thank you. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your day and last trading day of the week. And I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios.